east toward Torino, and there was a big lake there that we camped there for a couple of months before we started home, and things were pretty nice around there then, and a lot of our officers and other men got to go home, and that's where I was made acting first sergeant. And anyway, it was a nice place to rest, and they finally started us on our old railroad home down toward Pisa, and I told the rest of it, I guess, but it was a long, tiresome thing. 3 years and 2 months. We had more combat time on the line. We fired more ammunition than any other of the outfits in the 1st Armored Division. We fired 380,000 rounds at 105 and had 550 days of actual combat time on the line. And seemed like we were fighting all the time. Yeah. So that's about the size of my story.
Did have let's take a look here. Wanted to ask a couple of questions, just kind of into getting involved into the military. You said you enlisted, or were you drafted?
I was drafted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then and you're from Little York?
No, I was living down around Berwick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, at the time I was drafted, we was only supposed to be in the Army a year, you know, but I was in Fort Bragg on December the 7th when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor.
Oh, wow.
And then all the furloughs and everything was stopped, and I didn't see home I missed 4 Christmases in a row, so I was glad to get home.
Do you have any other family members that were in the military, or that served?
Yeah. I had a brother, Charles. He had it worse than I did, I think. He was in the combat engineers. They put bridges across rivers, they laid minefields, they made roads through minefields, and a lot of combat stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my other brother worked over at the Iowa Ordnance Plant, so he was older. And I was 25 when I went in. Most of the guys were only in their 18 to 22 or 3, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cards full.
The card's full? Okay.
Do you still have any memory of that?
You still got yours going?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll keep that going. Now, and we'll get back to the questions in just a second, guys. We need to make sure that you're asking. That we prepared a series of questions, and then also the follow-up questions. Okay. So now this is the time that you can get to that things about talking about before the war, and then some of the questions that you could ask about experiences during the time, like dealing with that much artillery and everything. Did you get used to being around all the bombing and the shelling at all times? Like, did you get to a point where you just stopped reacting to it?
You know, I can't understand most of what you're saying. If I could read it, I'll be all right. But what the question would be, which one is it?
You can write the questions down as well. No, just asking about when it came to you're talking about the bombing by the German planes.
Yes.
Do you always react to it, or do you get to a point